Hi and welcome to Movies Suck. Now, this caught me by surprise when I saw this. I was thinking to myself, I wonder what's going on with the new Batman film. So I just typed into the computer, Batman news. And this came up. And this was quite a surprise. Indeed. Can I say surprised anymore? I could probably say surprised a few more times. Well, I was surprised. Anyway, so this story says that Batman, George Clooney and Val Kilmer requested with returning Christian Bale for new movie. Batman stars George Clooney and Val Kilmer have been requested to reprise their roles for the upcoming Justice League movie The Flash, along with an already up for it Christian Bale, a report claims. So this is not definite, I doubt, but it certainly sounds interesting. It says The Dark Knight has been played by a huge number of stars over the years, and now Warner Brothers is bringing various incarnations of Batman together in a multiverse event. The upcoming The Flash movie already has Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton's Caped Crusaders on board, but now it looks like even more will be joining. According to We Got This Covered, oh really? We got this covered? Well, the same sources who leaked that Ben Affleck would be back before it was announced have shared some exciting news. Allegedly, Warner Brothers have already reached out to Christian Bale to feature in the 2022 Flash movie. The 46-year-old starred as Bruce Wayne in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy, and apparently he's up for returning as Batman for the new movie. Awesome. That would be very, very interesting. However, one big condition is getting Nolan's approval, something he hopefully will get considering the director's movies are produced by Warner Brothers. Now, wouldn't this be an interesting thing? All of these different Batmen in one film, although Val Kilmer really let himself go for a while there. He had a lot of problems, so I'm not sure how well he could fit back into a Batman outfit, or how good he'd look in it all these days. But I would still love to see it happen, even though he was in what could be considered... No, it wouldn't be considered the worst Batman film. I mean, George Clooney's Batman films are the worst possible. I can't imagine how anyone ever thought that he would be a good Batman. But then again, I was actually very, very surprised at how good Ben Affleck was as Batman. I was very impressed with Ben Affleck's Batman. And I was actually hoping to see him continue the role. Unfortunately, well, they hired someone else to carry on with Batman, didn't they? Although, this is all getting a bit confusing. Who knows how they can squeeze all these Batmen into one movie? Or multiple movies. Who knows? I'm not even sure what the hell's going on right now. Let's read a bit further. While that's all very exciting, Fandom Wire reports that George Clooney and Val Kilmer are being asked to reprise their versions of Batman 2. Of course, both Batman Forever and Batman and Robin aren't exactly remembered as great movies, so perhaps this could be something of a redemption for those actors' takes on The Dark Knight. I didn't mind Val Kilmer's version of Batman much. It was okay. It wasn't great. George Clooney's version, that whole movie was utter trash. But still would be cool to get all these different Batman together. I don't know how the hell that would work, or if it will work, or how, or why, or when, but it would be worth seeing. The outlets originally reported that the plan for Bale's Batman being featured is for Flash to stop off in Nolan's Gotham. Crazy. There he'd come across a newspaper saying that this Dark Knight is technically dead after saving the city in his last film. But if Bale does actually return, as he's alleged to want to, then presumably the scene would take place at some point during the Dark Knight trilogy. Let's also not forget that the latest take on Bruce Wayne is Robert Pattinson's The Batman. Hopefully his younger Caped Crusader will make a cameo in some form. Maybe they can even somehow pay tribute to the later Adam West. It's a shame that he's gone, because it would be so cool to get Adam West in there as well. If you're going to get every single Batman into a film somehow, it would be awesome if Adam West could have been there too. Sad that he cannot. The 1960s Batman sadly died in 2017, but maybe the Flash could land in his universe with West being heard off screen. According to Vanity Fair, Flash director Andy Muschietti said Affleck's Batman is a very substantial part of the emotional impact of the movie. The interaction and relationship between Barry and Affleck's Wayne will bring an emotional level that we haven't seen before. He's the baseline. He's part of that unaltered state before we jump into Barry's adventure. There's familiarity there. On the DC multiverse, he said this movie is a bit of a hinge in the sense that it presents a story that implies a unified universe where all the cinematic iterations that we've seen before are valid. It's inclusive in the sense that it is saying all that you've seen exists and everything that you will see exists in the same unified multiverse. Marvel also have a similar movie out in 2022, Doctor Strange in a Multiverse of Madness, which will presumably see all sorts of MCU characters pop up, with even a Tom Cruise Iron Man rumoured for consideration. Yeah, interesting, but I'm really put off Marvel these days. It's gone way too woke. Benchmark will probably be Thor Love and Thunder as to whether Marvel will be worth paying any more attention to. But the Batman thing, since Batman is one of the greatest comic book characters to ever be created, and some of these iterations of Batman were very good, with the exception of this one, who should never have existed, and I hope would only have like the tiniest walk-on part in the movie. I'm still not sure how they'll squeeze Val Kilmer into a Batman suit again, but still, sounds pretty damn awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing a bit more about it as the thing progresses. This has been Movies Suck, saying Batman is pretty damn awesome, but still not looking forward to Robert Pattinson playing Batman. Just no. Signing out. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.